My name is Nora. I am 33 years old. I have been married for 8 years. My husband's name is Daniel. He is 35 years old. When we met, he was kind. He was funny. He made me laugh. He brought me flowers. He called me every day. He said, "I love you" many times. I felt happy. After marriage, things changed. He stopped saying nice things. He stopped smiling. He came home late. He said he was busy. I cooked food, but he did not eat. I waited for him, but he did not come. I asked, "Where were you?" He said, "Don't ask me questions." I felt alone. I have a job. I work as a nurse. I work day and night. I take care of sick people. At home, I take care of our daughter. She is 5 years old. Daniel does not help me. He does not play with her. He does not ask, "How was your day?" He watches TV or sleeps. He says, "I am tired." One night, I saw a message on his phone. It was from another woman. She wrote, "I miss you." I asked him, "Who is she?" He said she is just a friend. I did not believe him. I cried in the bathroom. I felt broken. Next day, I went to work. My hands were shaking. A patient asked, "Are you okay?" I smiled and said, "Yes." But inside, I was not okay. At home, I looked at my daughter. She was drawing a picture. She drew me, herself, and her dad. I started crying. That night, I told Daniel we need to talk. He said, "I am busy." I said, "No, listen to me." I told him I am not happy. "You are not the man I married. You don't help. You don't care. You lie. You hurt me." He said nothing. He just looked at his phone. I said, "I want a divorce." He looked up and said, "What? Why?" I said, "Because I want peace. I want respect. I want a better life for our daughter." He said, "Don't leave. I will change." I said, "You had many chances. You did not change." 2 days later, I left the house. I took my daughter. I rented a small apartment. I cried the first night. My daughter held my hand and said, "Mommy, I love you." I smiled. I hugged her. I knew I made the right choice. Now I work. I take care of my child and I sleep well. I am not rich, but I am free. I am not married, but I am strong. I do not wait for love. I give love to myself. I am not afraid. I am not weak. I am a mother. I am a woman. I am enough. But even after I left Daniel, the pain didn't just disappear. It followed me like a shadow. Some nights, when my daughter was asleep, I sat by the window and stared at the streetlights. I remembered our wedding day. I remembered how he looked at me, how I believed in his love. And I asked myself, was it ever real? Then I would wipe my tears and whisper, even if it wasn't, I am still here. I am still standing. I started therapy. I spoke to a woman named Amina. She was kind. She listened. I told her everything. She didn't judge me. She said, "You are not broken. You are healing." I liked those words. Healing. It made me feel like I had hope. At work, I became more focused. My patients needed me. I held their hands, I gave them medicine, I listened to their fears. One old man told me, "You have gentle hands, nurse. You remind me of my daughter." I smiled. It felt good to be seen, to be useful. At work, I felt strong. At home, I was learning to breathe again. My daughter, Lena, started school. On her first day, she held my hand tightly and said, "Don't go, Mommy." I knelt down and said, "You're brave. You're smart. I will always come back." She nodded, took a deep breath, and walked in. I watched her small backpack bounce as she went inside. I stood there for a moment, my heart full of pride and pain. She was growing, and I was too. One weekend, Daniel called. I didn't answer. He sent a message. "I miss you. Let's meet." I stared at the words. My hands didn't shake this time. I felt nothing. Not anger. Not love. Just silence. I didn't reply. I had nothing left to say. He had chances. He wasted them. Later that day, Lena asked, "Why don't we live with Daddy?" I sat down with her. I looked into her eyes and said, "Because Mommy wanted a home with love and peace. And now we have it." She nodded. Children understand more than we think. I didn't speak badly about him. I just told her the truth, gently. Sometimes I saw couples holding hands on the street. I wondered if I would ever trust again, if I would love again, but I didn't rush. I told myself, right now, your job is to love you. I started going for walks. I bought myself flowers. I read books at night. I listened to music. I made pancakes with Lena on Sundays. Life was not perfect, but it was peaceful. One evening, Lena gave me a drawing. It was a picture of our small apartment. There was a big sun in the sky. There were two girls, me and her, smiling. She wrote in big letters, "Me and Mommy. Happy home." I put it on the fridge. I looked at it every day. That picture was my strength. Months passed. One day, my coworker Miriam said, "You seem different lately. Lighter." I smiled and said, "I let go of a heavy heart." She nodded. She understood. I joined a support group for single mothers. We met once a week in the library basement. We drank tea and shared stories. One woman said, "I left with just my son and a suitcase." Another said, "I stayed too long, but now I'm free." We cried. We laughed. We healed together. It reminded me I wasn't alone. So many women carried pain in silence, and so many found their voice.